Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back from winter break. Today, we're going to do our first writing lesson together. And if you remember, before Christmas break, we finished our writing unit and you made books that you shared with me on Seesaw. And you continue to amaze me. I loved reading your stories. I loved watching you. I loved seeing the stories that you made. So today we're going to continue becoming our best writers that we can be. Okay. So we're going to plug along in our journey. And today we're going to start learning about a new type of writing. This writing is called narrative. Can you say narrative? Narrative. Very good. So that's going to be our new word when we come together on the floor. And we will be coming together during this unit in a couple weeks when we are back at school. So if I say the word narrators, you're going to say yes. Let's try it. Narrators. Narrators. Nice job, boys and girls. I'm going to glue this up here so when we bring this to school, we'll have this with us. Okay, narrators? All right, boys and girls. Maybe you're wondering, what is a narrative? Mr. Crows, I can't learn how to write something if I don't know what a narrative is. A narrative is a story that happened to you. Okay? So I can't write a story about my dog. I need to write a story about me. It could be me and my dog, but I need to be included. It's something that happened to you and also how you feel. We're going to have to talk about those feeling words: happy, sad. This is a true story. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about something you did over winter break. I haven't seen you in a little over 2 weeks. So what is something you did? And we're going to write about that today. So think about it, anything you want. Could it have to do with Christmas? Maybe it has to do with New Year's. But what is something that you did? So I want you to think about that, okay? A narrative has a certain job to do. It has 4 main parts, okay? And we're going to go through each of these parts as we go through this unit. But the 4 main things that a narrative has, it has to be written by the character. And you are the character. Okay? I can't write a story about Easton and Easton building Legos because that's not about me. Easton could write a story about him building Legos, but I have to write a story that includes this word. That word is the word I. So it's written by the character, which we are the character. And it has to be a, number 2, real life event. Okay. So I know I've told you about being stung by a stingray before. So that's something I can write about because that actually has happened to me. But my son Tony's never been stung by a stingray, so he can't write a story about the time he was stung by a stingray. Okay, so we have to think about that. It has to be a true story. Okay, the next thing is it's written with feelings. How did it make you feel? Did it make you happy? Did it make you sad? And then the last, it says it's written in sequential order. And that big word means there's a beginning, middle, and an end. So maybe you're going to tell a story about the first time you lost a tooth. You don't want to start with the tooth coming out. What led up to that? What was the beginning? What happened in the middle? And what happened at the end of the story? So today you get to write your own personal narrative about you. And I want you to think of something you did over winter break. So you're going to get out your writing paper. Now remember, we have our writing tools, our yellow writing folder. And this morning in our meeting, we went over our new sight words that I showed you right before break, the pink and brown words, and we made flashcards. So these are words I want you to practice at home with your mom and dad, okay? So we have 2 lists, the blue and the green that we've had for a while, and the pink and the brown sight words. So those are all words we're going to practice. We have our letters, our colors on the back, so lots of words to help us with our writing. So we need our pencil. The first thing I do is always the same. I pick up my pencil and I write my name. Very good, boys and girls. All right, so I'm going to write 2 sentences. And I want you to write 2 sentences, okay? So let's first figure out what we're going to say. We got to come up with that. Then we got to count our words, and then we can draw our lines, okay? So this is going to be something that happened over Christmas break. And something I did over Christmas break is I went swimming, okay? So I'm going to say I, it has to say I because it's written about you. I went swimming. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to draw 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. I. Now, I is always a capital because it's always by itself. Went. I'm going to look at my sight words for a W. I don't have one, so I'm going to go ahead and sound this out. Went. Went. I went swimming. Whew, that's going to be a big one. Swimming. Ing. And that is going to be a word family we talk about. That is the ing. All right, I have capitals. Don't forget our mechanics. If you remember, we talked about our wrench in our last unit. We need to have capitals, finger spaces, and punctuation. I need to put a punctuation. I could put a period. I could even put an exclamation mark. I couldn't put a question because I'm not asking. I went swimming. I'm going to just go ahead and put a period. Now, I want to give this some sort of feeling. I could say it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. It was. And I know was is one was. Let's see. Don't see it on here. I'm going to have to sound that one out. Was. Z. Was. Fun. Fun. All right, let's check my wrench. First thing, I don't have a capital. It's a good thing I have my pencil. Finger spaces. It was fun. Now I could do another period, but I'm going to do an exclamation mark because I want to show that excitement that it was fun. All right, now that I have my 2 sentences, I'm ready to start my next piece, which is just as important as my illustration, my picture. So I need to draw with my pencil first. So I went swimming. I need to make sure that I am in the picture, and I'm going to draw the pool. So I was actually swimming at an outdoor pool. So I'm going to draw the sun to show that I was outside. And then I can draw the pool deck. So I got my eraser here. There were some chairs. It was a little cloudy. And you could see the mountains from where I were. So I'm going to draw little mountains. I'm going to start to draw my pool. Nice little rectangle. And then there was a slide. I did not go on the slide because I thought it was too cold. But my kids went on the slide. I'm going to draw a little bit of a ladder. And I could draw me in the water. Now I'm going to draw just my arms since I am swimming in the water. And I can draw other people in my illustration too. So my 2 sentences, I went swimming. It was fun. What did you do over winter break? I want to hear your narrative. Make sure to take a picture of it in Seesaw.